Hello and welcome back to RaceRoom, and for my first video of the new race week I've decided to jump into the incredibly fun Formula RaceRoom Junior car and take it for a spin around the short circuit at the Red Bull Ring. Qualifying went really well and I've managed to put it on the front row of the grid, which is an incredibly rare feat for me, so we'll be starting from second. The guy on pole, he's going to be well clear because he lapped about 0.8 of a second quicker than I did, but my pace looks really competitive compared to the rest of the field, so I've got to be looking for a podium finish here. Let's go over to the grid and see if we can get it. We got away reasonably well there, but I really don't like being on the inside coming up to T1, particularly on the first lap, so I need to be careful to avoid contact. Oh, there's a bit of tyre rubbing to my left. I think we're 3 wide. So I do need to make sure I hold this inside line as we join the short circuit. It's going to be incredibly tight around here. Oh, and there's more tyre rubbing. And I have lost second position finally. And I think I might have opened a gap to lose third position as well. Yeah, I don't know if I've got the drive to hold on the inside here, but I think we're going to be down to 4th. Yeah, I didn't fancy tucking it up the inside there on the first lap, although it looks like Holt half expected me to because he let it run really wide. So let's just try and stay on Holt's tail here. 2 wide behind me by the looks of it. Oh, completely missed the apex to T1 there. That's the first incident point of the race. The first of many, no doubt. Yeah, I was mindful of the cold tyres, so I broke a little bit earlier than I normally would into T1, and also didn't brake quite as hard, and yeah, that cost me because I just carried a bit too much corner speed into that T1, and if you get T1 wrong on this short circuit, it messes up your whole lap. And straight away, it's given the 2 cars in front a 1 second advantage. And Goncalves, the leader, he's away. We predicted that was going to happen. He had an incredible pace in qualifying. Right, we're 2 laps into the race and I've got a little bit of space now, both in front and behind me. So let's go back and check out a replay of the start. That's me on the inside of the front row, and I actually got away really well, but as I said earlier, I wasn't at all comfortable about being on the inside line on this approach to T1, so I kept it as tight as possible, hugged the curb to try and avoid causing any contact, but of course that cautiousness comes at the expense of exit speed, and it invited 2 cars to pull up alongside me and challenge for that second position as we head into the right-hander that takes us onto the short circuit. And again, it's really close racing. I'm trying to hold my line while not causing any contact. There's a little bit of tyre rubbing, but I think you've got to expect that in these Formula RaceRoom Junior races. But it did just put me a little bit offline, and that's what cost me the 3rd position as well. And then we move forward to the end of the second lap. This happened just a little bit behind me, and the black Etihad car there having a look up the inside, but there wasn't room, and he spins out, and he gets joined by someone else as well. Yeah, this penultimate corner at the Red Bull Ring is really good fun for sliding one of these cars around, but that's what happens when you slide it just a little bit too much. And keep your eye in the background as well, the original spinner rejoining the race right into the path of another oncoming car. And this is the onboard view from that oncoming car, and as you can see, he had no chance to react and avoid that one. Oh, another atrocious attempt at turn 1 there. Really am going to have to start putting more faith in my brakes. Oh, and I broke a little bit late there and we locked up and we're on the grass. We've managed to hold it, but is that going to let anyone through? Yeah, it's going to let 2 cars through. So I'm going to have to give them some space, and I'm all out of shape now. And we're down to 6. We're going backwards and the rear wants to come out as well. I almost lost it there. Yeah, after another dreadful turn 1, I think I was just pushing a little bit too hard to try and close the gap, and then, yeah, locked up that front right. It sent me onto the grass. Thankfully, it didn't cause me to spin, but it did leave the door wide open for those 2 guys to nip around me. And then, as I try and get on the gas just a bit too soon with some dirty tyres, almost lost it again. It's looking like that front four are beginning to break away now. There is a gap opening up. Oh, I took way too much curb on the inside of the final turn there. I got away with that. That could have easily caused some suspension damage. Oh, and look at the cars further ahead. They're going 3 wide into turn 1. Amazingly, it looks like they've all got through it, although one did run a little wide. We took turn 1 a lot better, so that's pulled us right back. So within a couple of tenths of Mulan ahead. And yeah, that battle for second going on in front of us. Well, that's brought the group right back together now. Still don't quite know how or where I'm going to get around Mulan, but I really need to because I want to get involved in that podium battle. Oh, Mulan sliding it through the penultimate turn there. That looked class. A much better exit out of the final turn as well. Are we going to have the momentum to get alongside him and make a move up the inside? I don't think we are. We're not quite close enough. But let's get T1 right and we can try again. If we can get on the gas as early as possible, have I got enough pace to get up alongside him? I'm going to have a look up the inside, but I need to keep this line as tight as possible. We're side by side now, so it's going to get close. We're still side by side. I'm on the outside now. That's going to make things a little bit harder, but I need to hold my position because I'll get the inside line again now, and I think I might have just done enough to make that move stick. Yeah, we have. We've got 5th position. I can't relax yet, though. I've got to defend the line on these last 2 corners. I don't want to leave a gap up the inside and have him fire right back. We've got through the first one okay. Let's get this one right. Oh, clipped the curb a bit again, but we got away with it. We've held the position. I was in 2 minds whether to attempt this pass because I didn't think I was quite close enough, but Mulan did leave a big gap on the inside there, and he gave me a lot of space as we worked our way around these corners. So really fair and respectful driving from Mulan, and we're still side by side. It took 3 corners to get that pass stuck in the end. It does look like we're gaining slightly on this group in front now, and we do still have 5 minutes left. So there is enough time to try and get among this battle, and a yellow flag might help too. What's happened there? That looks like Holt, the 2nd place driver. Yeah, it is. Spun out. So that's put us up to 4th, and now the podium battle is on. Here's the replay, and it looked like Holt was just carrying a bit too much corner speed, and that rear starts to come out. He's powerless to save it, and in an instant, he goes from 2nd to 6th. Oh, these cars are such good fun to drive. I do love the F4s in RaceRoom, but I think I might just prefer these over the F4s even. And if we can get T1 right, which we have done, we're going to be right on the tail of Brie in 3rd now. Oh, we're getting really close. I need to concentrate. No more mistakes. We've still got 4 minutes of this race left, and we've got a really good chance now to fight for the podium. Look, there's less than a second between the 3 of us. This could get really close. Oh, and look at Brie sliding it through that turn. We can get a good exit. We might get into his draft. I think we have done, so let's see if we can pull alongside him and make a move up the inside into T1. We've certainly got the speed. Let's give it a go. It might just be that I end up needing to take the corner a bit too tight and lose my exit speed, although we didn't even get that far. Brie powering around the outside and holds onto the position. And that pass attempt's actually cost us time, so I need to get back on his tail as quickly as possible and keep the pressure on. Mulan's still not out of it behind me, although that gap is nearly a second now. So I think he's struggling to keep with us. But yeah, if I can get these final 2 corners right, we might get back into Bree's draft again. He's not sliding it as much this time. Let's get this one right. We're closing in. Yeah, we got it perfect. Let's get on the gas and try again. We're going to get in his draft. Yeah, we've got enough speed. Right, let's pull alongside and try and do it a bit better this time. Let's try and make it stick. Oh, we're still tight up the inside. Bree's still got it, but he's run a bit wide, so that might give us the chance to pull alongside. No, it hasn't. We just didn't quite have the exit speed. Have we got enough to get up the inside here? No, I don't think we have either. But Bree's getting a bit out of shape and he's lost it. Bree's gone. So we have got 3rd position. Oh man, that was an intense few corners. But we've got that podium position now and we've got a decent gap behind us now to Mulan. It's more than a second. I don't know if we've got enough time to catch the driver in front. He's 2.5 seconds down the road now. But we're looking good for 3rd. Oh, getting way out of shape on the curbs. Oh, and I've lost it on the final turn. Oh, what a disaster. I think I shifted down from 3rd to 1st in one go, and that just completely threw the rear out. And now we're back to 5th. Let's look at the replay and see how I managed to chuck away a podium position in the space of a few corners, because this was Bree getting a bit out of shape in front of me, and that mistake from him gave me 3rd position. And I was under no real pressure either, because the 2 cars behind, they're a second back. But I got all out of shape on this curb, and I don't know if it was the vibrations of the force feedback or just a twitchy finger, but I double shifted down from 3rd straight to 1st, and as soon as I did that, the rear wheels locked up and I was out of there. Well, this will surely be the last lap. And barring any catastrophes ahead of me, I can't see me making back that 3.5 seconds to Bree in 4th. And Mulan now's in 3rd and he's 5 seconds up the road. So yeah, what a frustrating end to the race after such an encouraging qualifying, putting it on the front row of the grid. I thought I had the pace, at least for a 3rd place, but possibly for a 2nd place. But once again, a careless mistake at the worst possible time has cost me. I keep saying I've got to stamp out these mistakes, but I keep making them. And I guess that's what makes sim racing so fun. And here we go, crossing the line to finish the race in 5th. Mistakes aside, it was a great race, that one. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Really good fun. So what does all this mean for my stats? Well, you can see that those heady days of a 1600 rating now seem a long, long time ago. I think with my current speed and ability, probably hovering between 1550 and 1600 is about right for where I am at the moment. And as for the classified results, no surprises with the winner. Goncalves with the fastest lap of 56.4. Now on my best ever lap, I did a 56.8 and I still don't quite know how I did it. So well off the pace when it comes to the race winner there. But as for the rest of us, only 5 seconds separating Mulan in 3rd and myself in 5th. So that just shows how costly a mistake it was shifting down into 1st gear on that final turn. Anyway, that's it from the Red Bull Ring for now. Hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope you all enjoy your weekend races as much as I enjoyed this one. Cheers, guys.